Perhaps the most famous native species of the Galapagos Islands is the gigantic Galapagos tortoise. They may be produced and rescued in other areas of the world, but they make their home at this popular Ecuadorian wildlife destination. Apart from their enormous size, these old, gentle giants have a plethora of other fascinating facts. They're the biggest tortoises in the world. It's understandable if their size strikes you as unusual. Males can grow to be more than 5 feet long and 4 to 5 feet wide on the Galapagos Islands, making them the world's largest tortoises. They can also be over 500 pounds in weight. The largest tortoise ever recorded in the Galapagos was about 6 feet long and weighed 919 pounds. Females, on the other hand, are typically smaller and weigh around 250 pounds on average. They're the oldest tortoises in the world. The tortoises of the Galapagos Islands are among the world's oldest vertebrate species. Their normal lifespan is around 100 years, yet the oldest known tortoise died in 2006 at the age of 176 years. This tortoise is thought to have been one of the specimens collected by Charles Darwin from the Galapagos Islands in 1835. They move faster than you think. Tortoises are well known for their sluggish movement. The tortoises of the Galapagos Islands are no exception. However, during the male's mating season, they can travel 13 kilometers in just 2 days. The Galapagos Islands is named after them. The Galapagos Islands, off the coast of Ecuador, are home to Galapagos tortoises. Many people are unaware that the tortoises were called after the islands, not the other way around. In 1535, Spanish sailors visited the area and saw tortoises everywhere. Due to the shape of the tortoise shells, they decided to name the islands Galapago, which is an old Spanish term for saddle. Before discovering that riding these massive reptiles is dangerous for them, people used to ride them. Their shell is not solid. Although tortoises in the Galapagos Islands are large, it is not due to their shell. Their shells are constructed up of honeycomb-shaped air chambers, which makes their weight much lighter, at least for them. The shell can't be removed. Another interesting fact: the shells of the Galapagos tortoises are attached to their skeletons and cannot be removed. It develops alongside the tortoise and isn't fully grown until the age of 20 to 25. This means they'll always have a place to hide their heads and legs if they're scared or threatened by predators. They fight rather peacefully. Given their size, you'd think a giant tortoise fight would be brutal and unrelenting, but they're actually rather modest in this area. The males would merely exchange glares, open jaws, and raise their heads as high as they could. The turtle with the highest head wins, regardless of body size. The tortoise on the losing end will suck his head in and go away. They can go for a year without eating. Galapagos tortoises, believe it or not, may go a year without eating or drinking. Their bodies will gradually break down their body fat during this time, producing water that they may need to survive. It also helps that they have a slow metabolism and can store liters of water in their bladders to stay hydrated in hot conditions. They are born in pea-soaked sand holes. Galapagos tortoises are born in 12-inch deep sand burrows that their moms pee in to prevent the sand from falling on the eggs. Fortunately, the eggs are hard-shelled, so the babies aren't in such a bad situation. A mother tortoise in the Galapagos Islands can deposit up to 16 tennis ball-sized eggs at a time. Their gender is determined by temperature. After 4 to 8 months, Galapagos tortoise eggs hatch, and their moms need just keep the sand warm if they want more females and chilly if they want more males. They probably wouldn't plan their pregnancy, but it's valuable information for breeders looking to increase the number of female tortoises. You can tell their sex from their undershell. Checking the undershell of a Galapagos tortoise is the best way to determine if it is male or female. Females have curved outward or flat undershells, whilst males have curved inward undershells. These traits facilitate mating and reproduction. If you check before they achieve sexual maturity around 15 to 20 years old, it can be difficult to discern. They're sleepyheads. As you can see, tortoises in the Galapagos Islands lead quite relaxed lives. They sleep approximately 16 hours a day and spend a lot of time in the sun. They have no set schedule because they can slumber at any time of day or night, as well as on rocks or beaches in the sun. Their shell shape depends on the environment. A Galapagos tortoise's shell changes shape depending on the habitat in which it is born. The dome-shaped shells of those born on damp, humid islands keep their heads low and limit their food sources to grass, fallen leaves, and other ground-level plants. The saddleback shells of those born on drier islands have elevated rims, allowing them to stretch their necks higher and feed from bushes or low-hanging branches. Regardless matter where the tortoise is born, the shell color is consistent. They have set habits. Tortoises in the Galapagos Islands lead routine lives. They feed, nap, and travel at regular intervals, and they follow the same routes. Only under extreme circumstances, such as inclement weather or prowling predators, would they alter their schedule. They are endangered. Despite their abilities to defend themselves against natural predators, Galapagos tortoises are now classified as endangered due to years of flesh hunting. Furthermore, they are always competing for food with rodents, dogs, pigs, and goats. Since Charles Darwin's visit to the Galapagos Islands in 1835, the number of tortoise species has decreased from 15 to 11. Despite captive breeding and conservation efforts, it is estimated about 15,000 Galapagos tortoises remain in the wild.